Live once again on location in Kumasi, Ghana, at the University, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, right? And I'm here with my melanated brothers, my African brothers. Sir, can I get your name?
Isaac Boah.
Okay. Welcome, Isaac. Sir, can I get your name?
Emmanuel Bafiile.
Emmanuel. So I'm here with Isaac and Emmanuel, right? Emmanuel. See, let me get that right. You checking me already on camera? Don't be scared to pick my Americanism. Bafiile. Did I get that right?
Yes,
Bafiile. Check me on camera, baby. It's all good. Okay, so I'm here with some young scholars. So I want to start with you first, Isaac. First, where are you from? What are you studying? And what brought you here to the university?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm from Wasa East, Adanse, in the western region of Ghana, and I'm here to study MPhil vegetable crop production, and that's the purpose why I'm here actually. Yeah, so thank you.
Okay. And you, sir?
I'm also from the Upper West region of Ghana, and I came to KNUST way back 2017 to do my BSc in agricultural science. Completed, and here I'm to start my master's in MPhil vegetable crop production.
Vegetable crop production on the continent. So let's start with you, sir. What got you interested to study, and what led you here to vegetable crop production?
Okay, way back in SHS, senior high, I was a science student. And I never liked agric in any way, though my parents are farmers.
Okay.
Yeah, because we believed agric was as a punishment. See, way back in SHS, when you even offend a rule or break a rule in school, they'll tell you to go and weed. Wow. Yeah, you see, so we felt it's a tedious, drudgery thing to be involved in agric. But when I came to the university, before I completed school, or before I came to university, I had opportunity to work with people who were into this area, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of money in agric, and it's way beyond the farming thing I was looking at. So I chose all my programs in BSc agriculture. I came to do agric, and seriously, it was marvelous.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. He said, so it started out you felt as a punishment, has now become a passion. Woo! I love it. Sir, what got you into vegetable crop production, and how would have you learned from studying it so far?
Just like my party said, agric from the initial stage, I never like it because of the way we see agric. And though I'm from a farming community, and both of my parents are all farmers, I grew up in the farm. I go to the farm, and way back in JHS, that is my junior high school level, I went into animal farming. I raised poultry bears, and it became a source of money to me. But I never looked at the bigger picture behind it. So until I gained admission 2017 to study agric, then I realized there is something more than what I just thought about that. So after completing, and I thought of it that no, having known how important it is to have nutritious plants and those things, so I opted in to do vegetable crop production because of the high demand in vegetable crop production. And I believe the sector needs a lot of researchers who do vigorous researches into so many areas and come out with smart way of farming instead of the drudgery farming system we have with our parents, so that we can go back and impact the communities. Then we kind of combat food security, hunger and poverty in my very country. Thank you.
So it sounds like y'all doing this for Ghana as well as your family.
Obviously.
Obviously. Okay. So I see my uncle walking up. So we gonna get to the right topic, kind of, was what you just touched on, the new age, 21st century farming. So I've been speaking with you for a good minute. So I want to check with my man Isaac. What is 21st century farming to you, and what benefit do you see from that?
Okay, 21st century farming, I would just say, is a modernized way of farming, that instead of going to the drudgery system, you have easier ways to grow crops, not necessarily needing a land. You can even do it vertical farming, grow backyard garden, or even in containers or plastics in your own home. You can even grow anything in your room once you have the right conditions to grow the crops. You get it? So we don't actually need a land as of old. You get a land and plow, which also involves a lot of costs. You get it? So they are modernizing the new ways of growing crops to feed our population.
Okay. And speaking of feeding the population, and I asked a rhetorical question, and you was like, no doubt. So, how do you see this benefiting Ghana and taking that new method of 21st century farming, but as well as your ancestral traditional method, mixing those together? What is the benefit of mixing those, and what do you see for the future of Ghana with that?
Okay. So, first of all, let me tackle what is this, the benefits of it to Ghana. You see, as we all know, a lot of people are being born into the world, and as population increases, spaces, let me say, land become rare. So everybody wants to own a house. Everybody wants to have his place of stay. So all the lands are being used for building and a whole lot of other projects, forgetting that we eat every day. You get it? Yes. So since we have to eat every day, because we need to eat to live, we have to grow more to meet the incoming population, the population stage of our current 21st world that we are inside. So I don't actually have to get a place where I walk 9 miles to farm as I used to do when I was younger. Wow. Yes, I used to walk 9 miles to farm every day.
Talk about that.
I talk about that. Okay, so yes, in my area where I come from, I have to pass 3 villages before we get to my farm. Okay. So we set off 4 a.m., then get there almost 12, come back with foodstuffs, carrying on ahead. Through back, we get home around 8:30 in the evening. Then, so that's a normal routine for us. Yes, but now I can stay in my home, have a backyard garden, don't have to travel that long. You get it? Yes. And we are still feeding the same amount of people, the same family that we have to go through all those stress to feed. Yes. So it's more efficient with the modernized farming than it used to be. Thank you.
Thank you. 9 miles.
Yes.
Wow. Yo. That's right. That's right. My man. So same question to you. What is 21st century farming to you, and what is the benefit of 21st century farming?
To me, in my perspective, I look at 21st century farming in a sustainable way. And my understanding about sustainability is when it meets the demand of the current and that of the future. So the 21st century farming is not all about just feeding the world today, but also think about the future generations that are to come. And I believe that in this, our 21st century, as my brother already said, most of our lands have been used for so many purposes, construction and a lot of things. But we have a smart way of farming. We can think about the soilless media of farming like the hydroponics and all those styles. That we don't need to just say, I don't have a farmland. The little space you have around you, even containers, bottles, you can even do farming there. Waste materials around can be transformed. Then you can do farming to still feed the world. With respect to food security, we realize that the world is growing bigger and bigger every day. Population is increasing. But the amount of food available is becoming scarce, and people are malnourished every day. And there comes the case that people are thinking of what to eat every day. So it is our duty as agriculturists, as specialists in the field, to think beyond what the others are thinking. Not to just produce any food for the stomach, but foods that are quality, foods that provide nutrition enough. It's not all about filling the stomach, but what will provide the body with the necessary nutrient is what I look at. So I'm an advocate of organic farming, in the sense that when we look at most of the animals that eat from natural, they live stronger, healthier as compared to human. So eating what is natural, what is organic, without these synthetic traces in it, I believe will solve most of the problem of pharmaceutical things that is booming the world today. Eat well and you not get to the drugstore. That is always the policy I think about. So 21st farming is not only looking at producing, but produce something that is quality, standard, that meet the body requirements. That is what I look at when we talk of 21st farming.